Hello and welcome back to Persona 5 Royale, I just said Royale, where last time we took on Monorame, we battled him, and we finished up his museum, and we faced off against multiple different elemental duplicates of himself, apparently, so that was an interesting battle. And today, we're starting here. My plan was to just craft some tools off camera. I crafted some smoke screens, and then I believe a calming aroma, just to figure I'd do it off camera, do it nice and quick, and then we'll start the next episode at the beginning of the next day. What I did not expect is that we would actually rank up to level 3 of proficiency when I did that, so we're starting here now. Yeah, I crafted some tools, and now we're proficiency level 3, so that's pretty neat. We're getting closer and closer to the very tip of this side of the star, so just a few, I say a few more, probably more than a few, but we're making progress, slowly but surely, we'll try to max out all these ranks, no matter how long it takes. Your proficiency is increased from decent to skilled. Okay, let's go to bed. Alright. Yeah, so Monorame has... Oh, not this again. So Monorame has been defeated, and we've stolen his treasure, and now it's just a matter of waiting for him to confess his sins to the world.
Expelled one who was stained in vanity. You are now one step closer to your rehabilitation. It's a delightful thing indeed.
Our master is pleased. You should be honored, inmate.
However, that man's remarks are concerning. It seems another has made their way into the metaverse. That is beyond my knowledge.
What good are you?
But your rehabilitation is progressing smoothly. That is for certain. May the devotion to your rehabilitation grow even deeper. I have high hopes for you.
I feel like my bond with Igor is growing deeper. I don't know that I want my bond with Igor to grow deeper, but, you know, that's cool, I guess. We've ranked up our full confident, I suppose. Increased to rank 4. You will now earn more experience from Arcana Burst when fusing personas of the full Arcana. Yeah, that's the other thing. I probably need to start fusing personas. I probably won't do it for a little bit because I'm guessing we're going to have a few episodes to go before we take on our next palace, but once we start giving up our next palace, I'll start trying to sort out what I want to do with fusing personas. Because I've been told that's a really important part of the game, so I'm going to do it. Probably going to start doing it once we roll around to the next palace, but I still am not super well versed in what that's going to entail, so we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But now let's hear from Yusuke.
For the time being, he hasn't suffered a mental shutdown.
Patience, young Padawan, patience. Always the rookie. The rookie has not yet learned the art of patience. It took Kamoshida a while to come around as well. Don't worry, it'll all be fine. In due time, they'll all confess.
Other than that, his demeanor seems to have softened a bit. Is that the change of heart?
I'm gonna go with no, because usually it consists of a confession, and then they pay their debts to society. But I guess not yet. It'll happen eventually. Don't worry.
I was curious and looked into Kamoshida as well. It's as if he was an entirely different person. Will the same be true for Sensei? I'm sorry to have taken your time. That's all I wanted to tell you. Good. Oh, I'll try asking him about the black-masked intruder from the palace when the time is right. Goodbye then. This time for sure.
Yeah. I saw someone famous in Shibuya yesterday. That parliamentarian from where I was a kid. Toranosuke or something. Oh, Toranosuke Yoshida, or as most folks know him, No Good Tora. Hangs out at train stations giving speeches these days, no one pays him any mind. He used to be a rising star in politics, but wound up involved in scandal after scandal. Huh, yeah, I saw him in line for food. It was weird seeing politicians eating at the same place as we do.
In the end.
Well, that's probably his new gimmick, right? Pandering to middle-class people? Yeah, I don't know that we want to be getting ourselves involved in the political landscape of the Persona universe, but I'm guessing that we'll be roped into it in one way or another at some point. Sometimes I see people writing exactly the same things on their essays. Don't think you can get away with copying stuff from some website. I'll know. Got it? Stealing someone's ideas is plagiarism is as much of a crime as stealing anything else. What a timely topic to be covering. It's so annoying dealing with copyright crap these days. Wow. So, talking to the YouTuber about copyright issues. So, on that note, maybe not the time to be bringing this topic up when I had to trim out the intro cutscene for Persona 5. I got you know what? I'm gonna rant for a second. I got a comment on the first video saying, because when I first uploaded the Persona 5, the pilot, I'd say pilot as if it's a TV show, the first episode of my Persona 5 LP, it had the intro cutscene in it, but then I uploaded it, and YouTube's like, no money for you. You cannot monetize this video. And I said, okay, well then I'll just trim out the intro, because it's not the game itself. But I got a comment recently on the video saying that if I had the intro cutscene in there, I wouldn't have demonetized the video. Well, my good sir, that's wrong! So, interesting thing that, because it wasn't the only video that I've had to dance around some copyright issues with videos, so I find it interesting that Persona 5 is raising the question of dealing with copyright crap, saying it's so annoying dealing with copyright crap these days. Yeah, I concur, Persona 5. I do concur. It is annoying to dealing with copyright crap. Anyway, you know the Arsène Lupin series by Maurice LeBlanc? LeBlanc once had a famous detective character from another series appear in one of the Lupin stories. Now then, oh, don't ask me any, I don't know.
Do you know the answer?
Do you know which Arthur LeBlanc borrowed from? No, but this name sounds familiar.
This is it.
Well done.
Do you like mystery novels? I do. The answer is the author of Sherlock Holmes. You know something? That name doesn't look right anymore. It looks like... You know you've done your job well as a writer when Sherlock Holmes looks like the incorrect way to spell that name. It was the ultimate showdown between the definitive gentleman thief and the famous detective. Apparently LeBlanc changed the name of his version of Sherlock Holmes when Doyle complained. He changed it... He changed it to Sherlock Jones. He just moved the S to the start of his last name. Hey, to get that question, I wasn't even close. Thanks, greatest attorney. You continue to improve my life even after I finish playing you. You must be really smart to be able to answer a question like that. Jesus Christ. Alright, look at that. Knowledge is up as well. That's pretty neat. Alright, I'll happily accept that. Your knowledge has increased from learns to scholarly. Thanks, greatest attorney. Both Lupin and Holmes would go on to appear in a number of other works, but those were homages, not plagiarism. Now, Arsène Lupin is synonymous with the idea of a phantom thief. He's recognized all over the world.
Yep.
Well, looks like some phantom thieves never go out of style. Well, that was, not on my bingo card. That wasn't even any... I think if I picked 3 more random bingo cards, it wouldn't have been on any of those either. It sucks being stuck inside this bag. Yep. You look, I don't know that I would call peeking your little tail out of the bag and having your whole body exposed to the world. I don't know that I call that stuck inside the bag there, little Mr. Morgana. I wish I could take Lady On out to do something.
Oh yeah.
Something happened to me the other day.
Actually.
I almost got kidnapped. I'm glad you're safe. Who do you think I am? As if anyone could ever catch me. It was kind of a close call, though. Then maybe it's easier to catch you than you lead yourself to believe. Some girl had this crazy look in her eyes, and she was chasing me around, calling me a snowball or something. I wonder if she's been going after other cats and snatching them up like she tried with me. Try checking the fan site and see if anyone's saying anything about it. Or it could be that she lost a cat named Snowball, and she thought you were the cat. I don't know. I wasn't able to find any relevant posts. Maybe it's just not a well-known problem yet. The only victims are cats, so I suppose that could be the case. Let's try asking around in Yongen and see if we can find the culprit. Oh. We have to... Oh, okay. So do we actually have to do this then? Alright, I guess we're headed off to, back to here to see if we can figure out if we can solve the mystery of the cat burglar. We haven't gathered any info on the cat abductions, have we? Well, that's because we just got here, Morgan. We literally just teleported into town. Of course, we didn't do anything yet. So is the goal here to just talk to random people until eventually one of them tells us something? The lady looks really happy now. Is it because she got a bunch of cats? Oh, well. Looks like we might be onto something. I suppose the person thinks it's a bit too much. With that many to get so loud, I can't sleep at night. A bunch of cats? She might be talking about the kidnapping case. Let's ask her for more information. Can I help you? I'm concerned too. You're concerned about the household as well? She suddenly brought home a massive number of cats. I wasn't sure if she was alright. It's terribly noisy at night, and they shed everywhere. I'm worried that it's not the healthiest environment to raise those cats. That is worrying, yes. I even told the landlord about the situation at Aino-san's home, but it looks like nothing's changed. Okay, that's a start, but do you know the full name? Her name? I'm not sure. I only say hello to her every now and then, so I don't know her that well. Doesn't look like we can learn anything else from her. Okay, well, maybe... we have a piece of information, so maybe if we say that to some other people... yeah, if we just say that word around the people, that maybe we might get more information. Like, let's go back and talk to those guys in the alleyway. And see if I can talk to them about the name, see if anything. Hey, people, does the name Aino mean anything to you? Nope, you're talking the same thing as... okay, well, that's useless. How about you? You got anything useful to say? Is the cat not here today? Oh, okay, more talk of a cat? Maybe that woman really did take him. Oh, that woman? He might be talking about that. Yep, more on to something. Do you want to listen to the... no, I want to listen to you. About that woman. Ah, yes, there's this woman who nabs all the cats around here and calls them Snowball. That's creepy. A few people I know have been victims. The same thing probably happened to the cat here. That's terrible. It sure is. She's one creepy lady. To boot, calls all the cats a Snowball, even if they're not white. But I did get her name. It's Ryoko Aino. All right. I asked for it when I went to the police, so there's no mistake. The police just treat cats like objects. Those little guys are family to me. I wish there was something I could do about this mess. You gotta be careful too, since you're toting a cat around. Well, luckily for you, we can do something about it, because now we have the name of the person that we need to take care of. Not only are other cats suffering too, but she's also hurting people too. The Aino household was the one that suddenly got a lot of cats, right? It's gotta be our target. We should discuss this with everyone at the hideout. Now that you have your target, you need to make sure everyone's on board with the mission. Summon them to the hideout for a vote. Okay, I don't know that this is a necessarily very pressing concern, because isn't this just like a side quest? I think these just act as side quests. I don't think this is like plot necessary relevant stuff. So I think we can hold off on doing that for a little while. But it is gonna get a feel. I don't know if I'll do many of these. I'm pretty sure these are just meant to focus on, like, they're just meant to serve as side quests you can do around town. It'll probably boost my stats or something, or maybe give me XP or money or whatever. But by and large, I don't think I'll end up doing a lot of them. I just wanted to kind of get a feel for this one. But what I wanted to do before we got what I was planning on doing before we got the side quest, or the memento, I think is what it's called, is I want to see if I can hang out with either of you. How about we'll start with you? You know how I was looking for someone good to train? I found a great place I can practice as much as I want now. It's kind of sudden, but I want to go check it out today. I feel like I can become closer with Ryuji thanks to the Chariot Persona Agathion. Alright then, so let's go train with Ryuji. That's what I'm talking about. There's a cheap gym in a back alley over in Shibuya. Let's meet up and I'll show you the way. Yeah, so we do want to start spending time with On again as soon as well, just because you kind of want to spend time with multiple people. But we've been on a roll with Ryuji recently, so we'll keep spending time with him. Here we are, the Protein Lovers Gym. It's pay-per-visit, so you don't got to worry about any bullshit contracts or nothing. The equipment's kind of crappy, but they got tons of variety. Plus, it's real damn cheap. Totally worth it, even without a pool or a hot tub.
By the way...
Oh yeah, you bring your stuff? What stuff did I need to bring? Hell yeah, man. If you want to beef up, you gotta... Wait, that ain't it. I'm talking about spare... people don't usually refer to those as spare equipment, but... Okay. Getting back into your sweaty clothes after a nice hot shower is like the grossest goddamn thing. Oh, but don't get getting your hopes up. No way I'm gonna let you use mine. Don't worry. I wouldn't have wanted to. I don't think that option was ever on the table for anything. Anyway, let's head in. Well, that was a lovely conversation. You can now quick travel to the sports gym in Shibuya. Can we also work out in this game? Can we schedule workout sessions in this game too? Better question. Is there anything in this game that we can't do? My form's coming back, but I don't get any stamina. Sakamoto?
Morning.
Hello there. Bonkin? You say the strangest things. Is that how you greet a friend? I've been trying to come up with some cool new slang. Pro tip, your efforts are not working. You need to stop before you embarrass yourself. This is not going well for you. You can't just do that. Yeah, your attempts at slang sound like a 7th grader trying to sound like an edgy teenager. Oh, and you don't need to call me senpai anymore. I've already graduated, remember? Haven't seen you before. Were you on the track team? No, but if you see me running the Phantom Thieves Palace infiltrations, then oh boy, I'd be a great contender. By the time you showed up the track, the team was already, well, you know. Speaking of which, how's your leg? I'm managing. How about you, senpai? You still running? I actually joined my university's track team. You think I would have quit entirely after what happened? About that, I'm real sorry. No, I should be the one apologizing. I was supposed to be the leader of our team, yet I just resigned myself to Kamoshida as well. That's because you needed him to write your letter of rec, right? You were just looking out for your future, but I still meant to F it up anyways. Kamoshida clearly never intended on writing my letter of recommendation. You were just his excuse not to. And honestly, I enjoy where I am now. The track team isn't anything special, but it's perfect for me. So in truth, I should be thanking you for what you did, Sakamoto. Senpai. I've always regretted not doing more to protect you guys, but I heard some good news recently. The Shujin track team is being reinstated.
For real?
I mean, Kamoshida confessed all the horrible stuff he did, right? I guess he squad the old team together and told them they want to try starting it up again. Nobody told me about that. Huh? Odd. The rumors got as far as me, and I'm not even a student anymore. Anyway, I heard they're going to get Mr. Yamauchi as their new advisor. Huh? Yamauchi? Hold up, that Yamauchi? Yep, the one who was basically Kamoshida's lap. Oh, joy. Apparently he volunteered. Okay, well, that could mean one of two things. That could either mean that finally freed from under the thumb of Kamoshida, he can be like, yes, I can finally become the leader of the track team and actually encourage a healthy, positive mindset for the athletes so they don't want to die every day. Or it could mean, now that foolish whelp Kamoshida is sent off to prison, I can assume the mantle of responsibility and succeed where he may have failed and become the most powerful dictator of the sports team in the world. Or something like that. Point being, either he wants to continue Kamoshida's legacy by stepping up to his spot since he was his lapdog, or he was terrified to stand up against him, which would be a fair assumption to make, and he genuinely wants to get the team back on track. Pun not intended, but now that I've said it, let's just move on. You know what I mean? He is? You know, now that the team is being reinstated, there's no need for any bad blood, right? Why don't you go talk to them? I'm sure they could use someone with your passion. Yeah. I mean, now's what's good. I mean, if you want to start, because clearly he still has passion for it. I could understand why that passion would be knocked out of you if you had a traumatic experience with Kamoshida, but it seems like Ryuji does still have the passion for running, so, you know, might be something worth considering. So the track team's coming back. Good for them. You seem conflicted. Yeah, you definitely, that was not a very reassuring response. No, not really. Really, because your mannerism seem to imply otherwise. For real though, I'm glad the team's coming back. It's sweet that Nakoka can start training again. But I'm still worried about their advisor. He's basically like a mini Kamoshida. That's what I was worried about, friends. I was worried that he was gonna be. That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. It's either that he wants to make some wrong things right, or he wants to make wrong things even worse. And I'm hoping it's the former and not the latter. So he's that top answer doesn't make any sense. So he's an asshole. Basically, he'd always yell at us at practice, but then be a huge kiss ass when our parents were around. You know, story time. Open the present and see what is inside. So when I was in high school, we did a thing called Grandparents' Day. I'm sure you've heard of that before, because it's a fairly common thing for schools to do, where grandparents, for one day out of the year, grandparents would come in and basically accompany us to school. And it was exciting for kind of both of us, because from a student's perspective, you get to share with your grandparents what a day looks like for you. And you can kind of learn some insight from what school was like for them, because a lot of times what'll happen is they'll see how everything's changed over the years, and they'll be like, that was not what it was like when I was in school. You can kind of share some stories about the difference in generations and that kind of thing. And it's exciting for them, because on top of being able to just see what a day looks like for you in school, they can also share the stories and kind of meet your teachers and meet your friends and all that. So it's an exciting day. I really had a lot of fun those grandparents' days for every year that I did it in school. Which is any time. I was fortunate enough to be able to have all my grandparents show up for all of them. So that was, yeah, that was, anyway, getting sidetracked. Point being, there was a thing called Grandparents' Day. And the point of this conversation, the point of this, me bringing up this topic, is that one of my freshman year, I'll never, ever forget it. So, because Grandparents' Day is a day where teachers are demonstrating their daily routine for more than just the students who they see every day. They're also demonstrating it for grandparents that are only there for the day, and then they'll go back to where they normally live, and share the stories of the time they spent at the high school in question. So the thing about that is that is what we call marketing, meaning that it's really important for the teachers to leave a really good impression on the grandparents. So, if you're a teacher that doesn't ordinarily do very well, you're gonna have a rough time if you don't change things up a little bit. I'll never forget it. Freshman year of high school geometry class. This teacher was useless. She didn't do anything right. She didn't teach us anything. She had absolutely no concept of how to actually teach concepts to us. So basically, there was a couple people, myself included, who knew what was going on because we can just pick things up on our own. But for most of the class who really appreciate the help of a teacher being able to walk you through things, they were out of luck because they were relying on the teacher being able to help them figure things out, but they couldn't. The teacher wasn't doing that. So she literally oh my god, the tangents! I'll be here all day. Basically, super quick tangent being that after one of the tests, what happened is the teacher just gave up. I kid you not, she gave up, and she said, all right, I'm going to split you into these 4 people. She got the highest grades in the test. I was one of them. These 4 people are going to teach you the material, because clearly you can't learn from me. If you give up as a teacher, you failed. You were a colossal failure. She literally gave up, sat back in her chair, and said, all right, now these 4 kids are going to teach the material to you all. We don't know how to teach. I'm like, I can help people walk through things for a little bit, but we're not certified teachers. Like if a friend asks me, hey, how do I do this? I can kind of walk you through the basic steps and help you figure it out. But that's not the same thing as teaching a concept from scratch. Oh, that was a time. That was a time. But the point being, this teacher sucks. But when Grandparents' Day came around, oh boy howdy, she put on a show. It was this whole elaborate thing where she was cool-headed, she was articulate, she was professional, she was very passionate about what she was talking about. She had a thing where she said, this is what a day looks like in class for us. And so what she said is that we have kids come up on the board and they do the problems in front of everyone, and then we can all kind of work through it together and try to figure out what's going on. And my grandparents sitting there looking at, wow, this is a really great teacher. She's really incorporating all the kids, having them all pitch their ideas or how to figure things out, working through it as a class. And I'm sitting there like, what is going on? Where did I wake up into the bizarre dimension? What is happening right now? I'm like, you people, she is putting on a show, and you're all buying it hook, line, and sinker. So, yeah, point being, I certainly have some experience with teachers being less than desirable, both in terms of their academic capabilities and their social capabilities in front of all of us. But then the parents show up, the grandparents show up, and all of a sudden it's like, happy sunshines and rainbows. Fun. Anyway, let's keep going, shall we? He's got to be up to something. I'll do some research. There's a chance I'm going to need your help too, okay? You'll be free to lend me a hand if I need it. Yeah, I'll be counting on you. Sure. We already have a million things to do in this game. Why not add one more onto the mix? Rank up. Nice.
All right.
Your cherry confidant has increased to rank 5. Yep. Alrighty. Alright, we don't got time to be messing around here anymore. Let's head home. Wait, I gotta shower first.
See ya.
See ya. Film while last, I suppose. And here comes our post-mortem phone call. Yo, what's bonk? Please stop with the slang. It's not working. About that stuff today, I can't really let myself be happy about the track team starting up again. Like I said earlier, there's just something fishy about Yamauchi being the advisor. I mean, if anything happens, I know you got my back, so I ain't too worried. Don't worry, I got you. These are crap answers. I got you, buddy. Thanks, man. I knew I could count on you. Always. I mean, we don't know for sure if anything sketchy's going on, but when I get these gut feelings, I'm usually right. Well, if I hear anything, I'll hit you up. Okay, later. Later, dude. Alright, that was an eventful day.
Ah, you're back.
Here's the classic, you're back. I wonder if that Yoshida guy's giving a speech in Shibuya again today. Well, if he is, I don't particularly... Like, I know you heard the speech in the subway, because they probably want you to go there, but I'm not super jazzed about the idea of spending time with a politician. Not really something I'm super looking forward to doing, so we're gonna not, if we have to. I mean, you know, honestly, we'll probably have to. We'll probably have to. Wait, well, first, let me check. Can I get out of it? Is there like a crossword? Aha, there's a crossword puzzle. Okay, I can escape this. Are you gonna play crossword puzzles? Abso-positively, my good friend. We'll absolutely do that. I'll probably have to do a type of outdoor allergy. It's probably something pollen related. Yeah, I'd say it's probably definitely something pollen related because I can spell it, and the game keeps telling me about how there's a high pollen rating, so I'm guessing it's gonna have something to do with this. I don't know if this is a word, but is this gonna work? Maybe? Okay. I did not, as someone who has allergies, I didn't know this was a word. This is an allergic reaction that triggers when pollen makes contact with membranes in the nose or eyes. It primarily causes sneezing, runny nose, and itchiness. The symptoms came to rise whenever English farmers harvested their pastures, leading the nickname for pollenosis, hay fever, to become commonplace.
I see.
Yeah, so I did not know that was what that was called, I'll be honest here. That's come with someone who actually has allergies, both seasonal and of the food variety, so you learn something new every day, I suppose.
Nice.
Maybe you got a bit smarter after solving these crossword puzzles. I suppose. So this doesn't skip the day, though, right? This doesn't... Yeah, that doesn't skip the day. Okay, so are we gonna have to actually... Wait, can we order something off the TV? Confessions of crime like the one we saw that lecture Mr. Kamoshida gave had this old appellation. Confessions of crime are the queen of evidence or jewel of evidence? That's the queen of evidence. I'm pretty sure. The correct answer is queen. Yep. Confessions are very powerful evidence. People used to even resort to torture to get them. That's high school prodigy for you. Today, forcing a confession is forbidden under law, and I'm surprised you knew that. Did you just guess? Torture, though. It's pretty brutal. Feels like I've improved my knowledge. And that's not going to get me out of talking to Yoshida either, is it? No, it's not. Alright, so I'm guessing we're going to have to talk to Yoshida, because the game's like, hey, I wonder if Yoshida's hanging out there, so... Alright, let's go spend time with a politician. I'm sure that'll be a blast. I mean, I'd rather do it than spend time with Maruki, but, you know. Alright, you're usually right here. Hello. What inane garbage are you rambling about today? Said the man who goes on tangents about his middle school and high school years almost every episode, but that's neither here nor there. There have been far too many incidents recently to ignore. Can anyone deny this? The runaway train incident, a mysterious psychotic breakdown, the school with a corrupt teacher. We've yet to discover the truth of it all. The apathy that permeates society is a direct result of negligence by our government and the media. Hey, about Yoshida's speech skills. We should make use of them when you negotiate with shadows. Okay. Right, you should ask him. Teach you how to give speeches? Why? Not that one. Definitely not that one. I just feel like it. I just feel like it. Happy to hear that, but I want to know your motive. Come see me again once you know what it is. Great. So do I have to lie? Do I have to lie to you? I have to lie to you, don't I? Okay. I want to do what you do. Unless you force my hand, I don't want to say this. But what he's doing technically is talking. And we want to talk. So it's not a lie. It's time for my speech. Let's talk about this later.
And while our society appears to be prosperous, many of our young people are quietly suffering.
Yeah, so when I agreed to take lessons from you on how to talk or how to give persuasive speeches, I expect you to give me, lessons on persuasion, argumentation, not standing here like a useless sack of potatoes holding a sign. I'm gaining the same level of information out of you as I could have been if I just stood in the audience not holding up the sign.
Lack jobs, security, savings. The next generation will lead us into the future, and yet they have no plan for how to arrive there.
Watch where you're going, you little shit. You bumped into me, you old goat.
This isn't good.
Let's not do this. I mean, I don't know that it's our business to get involved, but I'm sure it'll be more entertaining if we get involved.
Yes, good citizens, please stop fighting. What is the point of bickering over such a trivial matter?
This is none of your business. Yeah, seriously, just shut up. What's with this guy?
Now, if you'll please excuse me, I must return to my speech. Together, we can create a bright future for the next generation.
Ugh. God, so righteous. That really annoys me. Enough of your arrogance, no good Torah.
What?
as if anyone would actually vote for you. Are you planning to embezzle funds again? Or maybe criticize one of your constituents again?
Okay, I don't know that I call anything about that suit flashy, but ugh.
You criminal!
No, that was all in the past.
You are the... Wow, that is not how I would have expected a politician to respond to that statement.
I've gone and done it again. There are many who would agree with that statement.
That's not an answer.
Whenever someone calls me no good Torah, I panic. I went through quite an ordeal 20 years ago. Let me explain. I used to be a member of the National Diet. I was elected during the rise of the Kuromoto children. We were backed by powerful Diet members. This was about 20 years ago. I was very inexperienced back then, both as a politician as well as a human being. That inexperience led me to be involved in a series of major political scandals. People refer to my blunders as no good Torah's 3 strikes. The first was being caught missing a legislative meeting to take a personal vacation. Then, I was accused of embezzling a large sum of money from the party, giving me 2 strikes. Finally, I called a voter an idiot at an open forum, which resulted in scandal. I was out and branded a washed-up politician. You said you wanted to become a member of the Diet. But do you see the man before you?
I don't think I said that. I said I wanted to do what you do. What you're doing right now is talking. I get that that's a deceptive answer, but I did not in any way say I wanted to become a part of the Diet. He has conviction and wants to change the world. Public speaking skills could be useful to Phantom Thieves, so I'll just make a deal with him.
Do you really want to receive my guidance?
I mean, so 2 things. One, he seems less politician-y than I thought he was going to be. Because, like, I would have expected him to respond to that statement with, "Ah, yes, I love you, random citizen," or something like that. But he kind of responded to it like a human would, which caught me off guard. So maybe he's more human and compassionate than I gave him credit for. So you know what? Well, I'm willing to give him a chance, see how it shakes out. More importantly, all we really need out of him is his argumentation and persuasiveness tactics. So that's really all we need to concern ourselves with. So let's just say this.
I'm happy to hear that. However, everyone says I have no chance to get elected. So why come to me?
Because I don't really care. Because according to what you just told me, any reason for why you wouldn't get elected has nothing to do with your conversational abilities, and all I care about are your conversational abilities. So it doesn't really impact us at all.
You mean giving speeches? I'm afraid I'm not so great that you'd be able to learn anything.
My choices are learn nothing or learn something, be it useful or not.
The most important part about giving a good speech is believing in yourself. Perhaps one day I will believe in myself again. But you sure got me there. You're a strange young man.
And you are a sad, strange little man. You have my pity. Farewell.
Very well. If learning how to give a great speech is what you seek, then I'd be happy to instruct you. In exchange, I would like for you to continue assisting me.
You mean holding up your stupid sign? You can get a plank of wood to hold up a wooden sign. You don't need me to do that for you.
Let's get started, shall we?
I'm gonna deal with Yoshida. In exchange for... Oh, Back to the Future again. I was gonna say it's been a while since we've been Back to the Future. But so in exchange for confidential persuasiveness tactics, I hold up a sign. Great.
Staging your crimes with calling cards. It's hard to believe that a student could manage this alone. An adult. For example, someone talented enough to move people with words. Perhaps they coached you. Isn't that right?
Oh no, not again. Not again. No, not again. I thought we were done. I honestly thought we had reached the end of that little speech there. But it appears I was incorrect.
Let's pursue your dream of becoming a member of the Diet. Oh my, we've been talking for far too long. Let's call it quits for today.
Well, I guess it's a good thing that we decided to go talk to him after all. Oh. Didn't we just say goodbye? There's something I forgot to mention. It's about my speech schedule, so from this point on, would you be willing to stick around to hear it? Sure. Thank you, don't worry, it won't take too long. I'll be here giving my speeches every Sunday. You're welcome to drop by and help whenever you got the time.
Well then,
That's all I want to say. Now, be careful on your way home. So, you're doing a speech on a Sunday, but you made an exception for today to do it on a Thursday? Alright then. No complaints from me, I suppose.
Hello?
It's funny, I was gonna say the same thing. Ah, it's you. Honorami's ill, but the exhibit is still going strong. Can't respect him as my sensei anymore, but it's sad to think that I don't have a mentor anymore. I'm all ears if you need it. What I was gonna say is we can be your mentor now, so I guess this is the closest we're gonna get. Talk to you? Well, you don't have to sound so disgusted by the concept, Jesus. Now that I think about it, I don't believe I've ever had someone that I could simply talk to. Perhaps I may need a sounding board sometime. I hope you'll humor me then. Alright then. We'll see. I mean, I'd rather you talk to me than talk to the hack that's sitting in the psychologist's office, so... If that's the dichotomy, then, you know, pick your poison.
I need your help with something.
What did you do this time?
I found this flyer stuffed in my mailbox.
What did you do? What is this?
It says that a cute maid will do anything for you.
Oh my god.
A maid, dude. A maid who'll do anything for us. Right? Right?
I'm not. Yes. Ryuji, when you said I need... I thought you were talking about, like... Well, first off, I expected that you were going to say you got yourself into a sticky situation and you needed help to get out of it. But I also thought maybe it would be like you need change for the vending machine, you need, I don't know, you need to borrow my phone for something, maybe you need a partner to go to the gym to work out, something normal. No, you got a flyer in your mailbox that is trying to get you to extend the flag on the mailbox, and now you're coming to me, which is another... I shouldn't have said it that way, should I have? And now you want me to, you know,
Right? You know what I mean.
Oh, I can take a shot in the dark as to what you mean. That's why I said the things I said a couple seconds ago. But I don't, this isn't, why do you,
Let's give it a try.
No. How...
Luckily, some guy on my floor just moved out, so there's a vacant apartment in my complex.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
The key is behind the mailbox, so we can get in anytime. The landlord seriously doesn't care.
Oh, are we really doing this?
The place is all set, so...
How about we not do this?
Hey, I heard that. What the hell?
Can I get in on this?
Oh, you mean you're into this kind of stuff?
Oh my god, what are we doing?
Okay.
Oh my Jesus Christ.
I'm not into it. It's just
No, I swear, just for research purposes. What are you talking about? It's just for research purposes. Huh? Yep, sure. And all the other lies you tell yourself for... Okay, this was also not on the bingo card for things that would happen in Persona 5. Okay, sure thing, dude. Sure thing, dude.
Doesn't mean that they'll do anything. And do the maids look exactly as they're advertised?
Oh my god.
To determine whether or not this company just pretends to offer housekeeping services.
What are we doing?
It'll be too late once people get victimized by it, right? So, we should do a thorough investigation.
Yeah, we gotta see it with our own eyes.
You don't actually believe this.
Every little detail.
You don't believe yourselves.
We'll have to do this at night, so let us know when you're ready.
Oh, you've got to be kidding. Are we really doing this?
So what's the code name for this operation?
Codename Red Alert. Codename Bad Idea. Codename Dear God, why?
Since we'll be watching them, it should be something like Operation Maid Watch.
Nice. I like that.
This is a bad plan. This is a disastrously terrible plan. This. Okay. That sure was the Did Morgana not have anything to say on that little topic there? I guess not. So that was a thing that happened. We got Ryuji. Mailbox showed up to Ryuji and he just got a letter. He just got a letter. And it's turned out it was an advertisement for a quote-unquote housekeeping service. Are we gonna actually have to, we're actually gonna have to do this, aren't we? We're actually gonna have to go in there and watch the insanity unfold, aren't we? Okay, well, before we do that, let's try to spend time, let's try to make good use of our last days on this planet where we're actually sane and innocent before everything goes horribly, horribly wrong. Oh god, 4 messages? Jesus Christ, who wants me that badly? Oh, my job that I don't go to. You two want to talk to me about the stupid thing. But you, I actually want to spend time with. Have there been any changes to your... Oh, actually, wait, before I do that, I want to check you out just in case. I don't have any patients. Could you stop by the clinic? Ready for the clinic? You want to go see her? Not yet, because something that was pointed out is that you need to actually change your persona to match the personalities of the people you're spending time with. So, like, Chariot is for Ryuji, Lovers is for An, and Death is for Takemi. I didn't have these before, but now I actually do, so I can actually equip them and gain more social stat points, I think. So, that'll be useful. Also, this is just a question for you all to answer, because, as we recall, I'm new to this game, and I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Is it a better idea to merge two... by the way, I don't even know if it's possible to do this, but just general rule of thumb. If it's possible, is it better to merge 2 personas of the same type, so like 2 lovers to create a super powerful lover type, or to merge 2 of different types to create kind of a hybrid version? I don't know the answer, but those are 2 things that I'm considering for the future, because I will have to start fusing these at some point when we get to the next palace. I just don't know what the better option is, so I propose that question to you all. Let me know what you think, and we'll see what we do next time. But I didn't even, you know what? I opened the menu, it didn't even change it. Let's actually change to you, so that we can actually get some bonus points out of this time. And yep, let's go. I do want to go see you. Let's go right away, because I just want to. I can't believe that I was gonna say this. I want a sense of normalcy before everything flies off the I was about to say flies off the randles by combining rails and handles when we go to the freaking maid service thing. Let's just chill with Takemi for a bit. The warmer it gets, the stranger people act, like that perverted high school teacher. Has anyone ever studied the correlation between the rise in temperature and the rise in weirdos? You came because you saw my messages, right? I want to do a clinical trial. I made some more refinements to the medicine. Could I have you become it? I feel like I'm becoming closer with Takemi thanks to the death persona. Yep. So let's do it. What are you gonna do? Hang out with Takemi? Absolutely.
Well, then.
In that case, go into the exam. Huh? So this is the Takemi Medical Clinic of the Internal Medicine. I'm glad it's still open. So I have a child I need to have examined. That's a way to phrase that question. I have a child here that needs to be examined. Not my kid's sick. It's, you must examine this child. Looks like I have a patient with an emergency. So does that mean we can't hang out then? That's the big sad. Oh no, oh, this is the, oh, okay. I guess this is the hangout. So why I come here? Aren't you under the care of another hospital? I've heard rumors about this place. I'd like for you to examine her. She was diagnosed with bronchitis, but the medicine she was given hasn't been working at all. She has a fever that won't go away, and she's losing weight because she's not hungry. A young girl losing weight is definitely not good. You should go to a bigger hospital. I can't provide a thorough examination here. We've been going to a big hospital, a university hospital in East Shinjuku, but all they tell us is that it's persistent bronchitis. A university hospital in East Shinjuku? The doctor there performs exams like he's on an assembly line. I think he's famous or something. Oh, yeah. So I guess that's a story I can tell. So this will be a quick one. I don't tend to linger on this long. Just something worth it. This is just more of a doctor story than it is a middle school story. But when I was in 6th grade, I was coughing a lot, and we didn't know what it was. So we went to the doctor, and the doctor that I normally went to see was on vacation, so he couldn't go to her. I couldn't go to my normal doctor, who we trusted more than anything. So we got her I don't think assistants. I think it was a building where it was like 2 doctors share the building, I guess, and we got her secondary replacement, I guess. So she examined me, and her conclusion was, oh, it's not that big of a deal. You'll be fine. It's just a cold or whatever. Yeah, that was wrong. I had pneumonia, and later that night I had a fever almost 104 degrees, and I was rushed to the hospital. And, like, there was some I ended up being hospitalized later that night and staying there for quite a while because there was a lot of really bad gunk in my lungs that could have dealt significant damage if it stayed there. So, brilliant job, doctor that examined me, D- student in med school that examined me and told me that I had just a normal cold for what was actually pneumonia. You absolute failure. So, yeah, definitely the thing that's happened where you go to, actually, bit of a sadder story is that again, not a long tangent, I promise. I told the story in Danganronpa, but my grandfather passed away from esophageal cancer a couple years ago. The way it started is that my grandfather was having trouble swallowing. So when they went to the doctor to get him checked out, they told him there was just an ulcer that they had to deal with. It was like, okay, so it's an ulcer. I've had an ulcer. It's not fun, but it's not the end of the world. But it was not an ulcer that the doctor found when he went to when he went to get the ulcer taken out. It turns out that it was a tumor, and because no one knew it was a tumor for as long as they did, it festered and well, you know how cancer goes. So yeah, I've had some pretty rough experience with certain doctors. I mean, obviously, the doctors that I go to regularly, they're phenomenal, and I trust them with everything. But I've certainly had some experiences with doctors in the past where they are just completely incompetent. And, yeah, things didn't... Yeah, let's just change topics. It was just something worth sharing. Point of the story, I've had experiences with doctors who are complete idiots and didn't know what the hell they were doing. Anyway, doctor there performs exams assembly line, yeah. A famous doctor, huh? I'm just a general practitioner out here in the sticks. As you can see, I don't even have any staff. Wait, I've heard there's a medicine that can only be acquired here. Please, I'll pay you. Please at least just examine her. Also, okay, so the other thing is, he keeps saying that she's been given medicine. Usually you'd be given a breathing treatment. Like, I get that the breathing treatment constitutes technically as a medication, but usually when people, like when I had bronchitis and pneumonia, the thing that I was on a breathing treatment where you have the nebulizer and then you put on your mask and I had a medicine called albuterol, and then it's like a little droplet tube type thing. You pour it into the thing and then you set it up. It's a whole complicated process. And then you breathe in the medicine that way. So I would start there for giving her a breathing treatment. That's very, very helpful. I remember when I was in the hospital with pneumonia, I just had to be on that thing constantly. Just to try to force the gunk out of my lungs. So, yeah, maybe start there to help cure her bronchitis. Hold on. Doctor, my chest really hurts. Yeah, these are both kind of the same thing. You'll be okay is probably what her dad told her, so we should probably tell her something that's more substantive, which is that you're safe here because this doctor knows what she's doing and she'll help you. Doctor. Fine. Again, start the nebulizer. Is your vision blurry? How about your throat? Does it hurt? No signs of swelling. I could tell that with my super x-ray vision, because I didn't even need to look down her throat to figure that out. Are you sure you told me everything about her symptoms and treatments you've tried so far? Yes, I'm sure.
Hello?
Is Dr. Schweitzer there? Something I'd like to ask him about a case that was in last month's medical journal. I see. Guess the ones in stock will have to do. It's a shelf by the reception desk. Bring the contents of the second drawer into the exam room. You'll need to help me administer the medicine. Also bring the beaker with the red label into the fridge, a towel, wash basin, and measuring... What the hell are we doing?
Fine.
What are you waiting for? Get moving. I need to know what we're doing. Thank you so much. I didn't expect her to recover so... She's better already? What? It was very unique... Well, okay, I guess she's better already. Okay, that was quick. Fastest recovery in the West. It was a very unique strain of an infectious disease that can't be detected by conventional exams. I temporarily suppress the symptoms, will make adjustments as her condition improves. That'll be 1 million yen for today. Why, 1 million yen? That's outrageous. You're completely taking advantage of... I mean, alright, I agreed to pay. You don't take credit cards, do you? I'll go withdraw some cash right now. Wait, you're actually going to pay? By the way, a famous doctor you mentioned... Okay, wow, that, yeah, so... Maybe... so... On one, it's like, obviously, he's her father. His top priority is making sure she gets better, regardless of how much it costs, and he'll figure out the rest later. But, on the other hand, you know, clearly she's trying to take advantage of, or, sorry, obviously she didn't actually extend the proper payment. But if it were a legitimate payment and not just a funny joke, then obviously it would have been something that he probably should have pushed back on a bit. But, okay, that was a weird thing. The famous doctor you mentioned earlier was the medical chief of staff, Oyamada. Yeah, are you familiar with him? I knew it. My mortal enemy. In that case, I'll make this free of charge. Free? You seem happy, you're so kind. Don't make them think anything suspicious. Because obviously we know that there's a reason why she would want that, because it's just trying to stick it to him. But, there is a certain amount of satisfaction in treating his patient without permission.
By the
way, thanks to your outburst earlier, I'm going to perform a very special exam on you today. Why? So is he your assistant? He seems awfully young. I'm sorry, why outburst? Are you referring to me saying that the doctor will help? Because I said that because I believe you can help, and then you did help. So, I don't know what you mean by... Well, I mean, I know what you're referring to, but I don't think that constitutes as an outburst. Yes, my assistant guinea pig. He's about to put in a lot of hard work today, aren't you? This is... Okay, this is... You're weird. Alright, we got it. We got the rank up.
Alright.
Increased to rank 4. Neato. Doctor, can I go back to school now? Not for a while. You need to start eating and regain your strength first. Can you do that for me? Yes, thank you, Doctor. Don't mention it. Your turn. I wonder what kind of response you'll have this time. If you want to make it home. It's amazing. You're so competent with your medical examinations, and yet you're also so sadistic with everything you do to me. I feel like cooperating in that shady clinical trial has increased my guts. Okay, then.
Bye.
Okay, good work today. Well, that went well. Oh, well, I mean, so it went well as in we cured the random girl that walked in at the time that we just happened to walk in. But not good as in, like, we probably died again. How are you feeling now? Today's drug was kind of a rough one, huh? Yeah, thanks to you. Maybe it was just what my careless little guinea pig deserved, huh? I don't know. You're... Yeah. Especially after approving that girl's consultation without my permission. She was in your office. You didn't... Oh my god. She ended up okay. Like, at the end of the day, you may not have wanted to help her, but you did help her, and she ended up okay. So I don't know what the hell you're pissed at me for, but sure, I'll reflect on my mistakes or whatever you want me to say. Good boy, but I'm only letting this go today. Don't blame me like that again. Yeah, don't encourage people to help. You are such a weird duckling. You are so weird. You are so bizarre. The drug does seem to be more stable compared to the early stages, though. That's probably thanks to your cooperation. Alright. It feels like I'm almost there, so try not to die just yet, okay? Alright, take care. Whatever you say. You're very weird. Very, very weird. You're back. Again. Oh, what's up now? Oh, no, not the maid thing again. Hey, you didn't forget, did you? Honestly, after everything we just talked about in that clinic, I kind of did. You know about that? Yeah, I know about the stupid housekeeping service that you found in the stupid mailbox because you want to lift your flag. Oh, I'm over Central Street right now, so come talk to me if you're interested. It's like Mishima's waiting for us in the Shibuya. I think we should go see him. You know what? Why not? Honestly, it'll make for some entertaining content, and it'll probably make for an interesting note to end the video on. So let's go see what insanity is waiting for us at this. Oh no. Oh, but don't flake out on me, okay, please. I'm not a fan of. Yeah, I would never do that to you. I would never say I'm gonna be here at a certain time and then not be there at a certain time, because that's the fastest way to piss me off is to have no respect for other people's time whatsoever. To say you'll be there at a certain time, and then not... Because obviously people can be late to things. That's just, you know, no one's perfect. Things happen, traffic happens. You're bound to be late for something that by means that are out of your control. But if ever that happens, communicate with the person you're going to meet that you're going to be late. Also, that person just clipped through the flag in the background. That was hilarious. Communicate that you're going to be late so that they don't freak out and that they don't get worried over it. Oh, is she going to clip through again? Yeah, she clipped through it again. So yeah, fastest way to piss me off is to have no respect for other people's time. Piss me off to no end. Anyway.
Hi.
Oh, especially if you're gonna just leave them entirely. If you're gonna ditch them and not actually, like, if you're just gonna leave them out to dry and not communicate with them in any discernible way, that is a surefire way to piss me the hell off. Do you remember that group a while back who were claiming to hack websites in the name of justice? I had pretty high hopes for them, but they turned out to be posers. Phantom Thieves are true heroes, though. I want to help however I can. So we're executing Operation Maid Watch tonight for sure, right? Sure. Why not? You already changed out of uniform? I guess it's a pretty good idea. We're meeting over at Sakamoto's place, right? Let's stop by mine beforehand so I can change too. I can't believe we're actually doing this. We're actually doing this. So we're really gonna do this. I think it'll be okay? No, I don't actually. Also, it looks like we're in a fun house right now. Operation Maid Watch, bro. Actually, no. No, actually, it looks like we're in a dollhouse. Look, we look comically large for this room. Well, if there's gonna be sketchy, we can just bail. The apartment's vacant, so it's not like we'll be messing with anyone's home. I'm still worried. We'll be fine. You're a real wuss. You know, I think I have justifiable reasons to be concerned about what's going on right now. Things that Sakamoto has a brain. But if that's the case, then... Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, give him a call. Do it yourself. I'm not gonna. I've done enough already. Okay, you found a flyer in your mailbox and then you said, "Hey, let's go get flagged up." That you've done. What do you mean you've done enough already? Oh my god. Look at that kind of stuff. Seriously, please. Great, my choice didn't impact anything at all. Thank you for calling. This is Victoria's Housekeeping. They answered.
Hey.
Shh. I take it you're interested in our services then. Interested is a way to put it. Services. Is there anyone in particular that you'd like to request? Anyone we want to request? What should we do? No preference. Send anyone sounds desperate, like, I just need you to send anyone. Oh, please send anyone. Whereas no preference is just, I don't have a preference. What are we doing right now? What are we, this is, at this point, I may as well just throw my bingo card at this point. It's like, why did there's no point. All bets are off. All bets are off in this game. Anything can happen. A maid services. What should we have her do? I think we could start with some, I have to read this dialogue. Of course, I wouldn't mind some of the other services either. Should we hold a strategy meeting? A strategy meeting. Yeah, oh my god, a strategy meeting. They said 20 minutes, right? I gotta use the bathroom. It's almost time. You were in there for a while. Are you okay? Hey, did you wash your hands? Huh, what, who, me? You're really near... Was he doing something else in the bathroom? Is that why he's... Are high school students even allowed to use this type of service? Are high school students allowed to infiltrate alternate dimensions and take down evil, corrupt adults?
What?
The world may never know. What do you mean, huh? You should have researched it. What if they find out who we are?
Wait.
How should I know? But why would how old you are matter when it comes to housekeeping? Well, Ryuji, trust me, Ryuji. You know what you thought you were. You know what you wanted to do when you called them up. So if you plan on engaging with the services that you actually want to engage in, then yeah, it kind of would matter to the people we're interacting with. Would matter a lot, actually. Good evening. I'm from the housekeeping service.
Huh?
What? Already? She's 5 minutes early. What do we do? I'm not mentally prepared. Oh, the door's unlocked. May I come in? I can't do this. My stomach's acting up and my hands are all sweaty.
My bad, man.
Okay, you handle the rest and don't let her find out you're a high school student. I've got your back. Just watch from way back, like from the balcony. Well, I can't do this either. Leave it to you. What? This wasn't. You. What are you? You idiots. You. Thanks. Thanks, you idiots. You left me alone with some random maid. This is gonna be great. This is gonna go so well. This is, nothing bad's gonna happen here. This is a great idea. It's a great plan. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. This is normal. This is absolutely normal. Nothing's gone wrong here. Those idiots are the ones that dragged me into this scenario, and now they've all ran away because they're cowards. And now they've left me to take the full frontal force of the services. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Excuse me. Oh, there you are, Perry.
Come home, Master.
What? I'm going to fill your tired heart full of lovely energy, meow. I'm Becky, and I have the pleasure of serving you today. Becky is the name you give a brain-dead pigeon in Finding Dory, not the name you give... Oh my god. Nice to... Hello, Sigma, my old friend. We're going to get along so well, meow. Whoa, what the hell? How thoughtless of me. I should explain our services to you, Master. What would you like me to do today? The basics include cooking, cleaning, and laundry. Do you see anywhere in this room for you to do any sort of cooking or any sort of laundry? There's nothing in this room. There's nothing here. There are other services we provide if you desire. No, don't get closer. You look. Oh my God! What? No. Are you perhaps in high school? This is not going to end well. This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. We're not lying about this. This is a bad idea. We're being honest here. Oh, Master, you're so funny. No, I wasn't telling the funny joke. I'll wait to provide those other services. Oh, phew. We dodged a bullet on that one. I'll be going now. Okay, bye. What? No, God damn it. Ryuji! You... Is someone... Oh my Jesus. Oh no. Run, Mishima. What do you... What? And you? Did you request me specifically? Oh! No! That's not okay! No! Why? Why? That's not allowed! Why? Oh, pain. Pain and agony inside. What is going on in this game? How did we get to this point? It's all Ryuji's fault. This is all Ryuji's fault. You didn't find that stupid flyer in your stupid mailbox. We wouldn't be here right now talking to the teacher in a maid outfit providing services. What is happening? Wow, we've made some very questionable choices here today, friends. This is our first meeting. Yes, the first time ever, Master. This is unbelievable. You don't say. Yes, it's me, your homeroom teacher. I'm so done, I can't believe I got caught with some of my own students. What are the odds? What? I should have taken a job outside of the city, but I needed to be close to school so I could go there after I finished work.
Hey.
Who'd you hear about this from? Oh, it was Miss Chuna, wasn't it? That harpy. What? Miss Chuna, the English teacher. She's been snooping on all the teachers ever since the incident with Mr. Kamoshida. I'm gonna tell her about this. I don't care. That's up to. What do you mean? I don't give a shit. You can do whatever you want with your life, okay? If this is what you want to do with your life, that's totally fine. More power to you. I don't care. You can live your life the way you want to live it. But we should probably never speak to each other again. Like, we should, like, go into completely opposite directions, pretend this never happened, pretend we never, ever met each other here, pretend this night doesn't exist, and just go back to the normal lives we had before we went down the rabbit hole of insanity, okay? Okay, great plan. You live your life, I live my life, we both do what makes us happy and what brings us satisfaction. Cool, happy, great, we all live happily ever after. Now we never speak to each other about this ever again. Great, okay, mission accomplished, everyone. Time to go home. I'll get in big trouble if you tell on me. If you're going to side with the teacher, side with me. I'm in charge of your class after all. And if you promise not to tell Ms. Turner about this, I'll do anything for you. Meaning what?
Hey,
It won't be any better for you if you people find out that you call a maid service. This isn't even your home address to begin with, is it? I guess you at least thought about that. Well, I promise to keep this a secret too, so why don't we both forget? Yep, great plan! Great plan! I'll treat this as if you had canceled, as you won't have to pay anything, okay? Yep, great, goodbye, see you later. Don't say anything about this at school, okay? Yep, I fully support this plan. You live your life, I live my life, and we pretend that this night never existed at all. Okay, bye. Holy hell! What the... So out of simple curiosity, if I said I was in college, would the game have actually let me go through with that? Because if so, oh my god, end me now. Oh, wow, I want to go home. Yeah, me too. And, alright, so, and on that note, we're gonna leave the episode right here. That was a whirlwind of a day. Yikes. Alright, so, that was something. Boy, howdy. Alright, so, yeah, we're gonna leave things here today. I'm gonna go try to erase what just happened from my mind. I'm gonna come back tomorrow, and hopefully things will be less insane. So that way for now, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next time to catch you all tomorrow for Persona 5 Royal. Goodbye.
Thank you.